Good morning. We are here live with Joan, hoping that the phone will stay there. There we go. Okay. I know that Shannon was going to call me here, so I'm kind of waiting for my little partner here. Where'd she go? All right, well, she'll call in a minute. Anyway, welcome. And there's Melly. Melly, tell us about London. Are you excited to be in London? We're so bummed that you're not going to be here for the fall intensive, but you'll be here next year. Let's see. Anyone else here? There. I'm going to call Shannon. Calling Shannon. Hi, Leslie Williams. Good morning. Hello. Oh. So I'm going to wait for a few more people to come on because we're going to do something fun before I do readings. And so we're getting very excited for the fall intensive. It's kind of all we can think about. And what else? We've got AC Level 1 coming up, but I should introduce myself in case you're new to me. If you're new to me, my name is Joan Ranquet. I'm an animal communicator, author, TEDx speaker, and founder of Communication with All Life University. And the school is built for people to learn animal communication or become an animal communicator, to learn energy healing and or become an energy healer. And then in March, we're starting the nature and wildlife part of the school. So we have a lot coming up, a lot. You can't even believe how much is coming up. And it's very fun. Okay, I'm getting feedback on Shannon's end. Maybe you just hit mute unless you're talking.
Okay.
That might be how. So, are people here, Shannon?
Yes, we have Leslie Williams, we have Melly.
Melly got to London.
We have Chris Wilson.
Hi, Chris.
We have Yasmin.
Hi, Yasmin. Yasmin just got back from Israel and Italy, and we missed her here in the lives.
We did. We have Susanna from London. We have Janet Duffy. We have Jane Sewell.
Hi, Jane. Hi, everyone. So we're going to take a little tour here because we're so excited about the fall intensive and everything that's gone on. And before we do, I'm going to just remind people that if you haven't done... Let me turn this. Can you hit mute, Shannon? I'm sorry. If you haven't done AC level... if you haven't done AC Level 1 yet, we have a class starting October 20th. If you haven't done Energy Healing for Animals yet, we have a class starting in November 4th. And we have all kinds of things coming. Yeah. Well, those are the big things. Those are the big things. And so if you have any questions about any of it, you can always talk to Shannon, and you can reach her at info@joanranquet.com, and she'll do a little animal empath journey call with you where you can figure out where you want to go. And here's Abby. Abby's saying hi. But Abby, ever since I got the chair reupholstered, she won't get in it. Anyway. Okay. All right. I can't. Can you hit mute, Shannon? I'm sorry. Okay. There, didn't hear me. All right. Are we ready? Are you ready, Shannon? Let's see. Hi, Donna. Okay, Shannon, can you...
Yes, I'm just trying to find, I have to keep several screens open and I couldn't find the mute and unmute. So what are we ready for?
We're doing a tour. So,
All right.
hi, Lorraine. So my office is such a mess that I'm not going to show you much of that. Here's a quick view, though. Anyway, so we're going to the, we're going to the classroom that we've been working on. And I'll tell you that this is one of the breakout rooms. Ta-da, still some boxes. Looks like I'm moving in. And here we go. And this is, so if you come to the intensive, there's a great lunch spot, just saying. And so there's still stuff because so I converted the garage, not me. So many people helped. It's not even funny. Hi, Linda, I'm giving a tour. You're going to be here in a few days. Let's see. So anyway, it's a little bit of a mess, but took everything out of the garage and have made a classroom. And so here it is. And I still have the TheraPlate in here, which is the horse healing machine. We can do a little vibration. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we're vibrating. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, all that furniture is going to come into here, into the classroom. So that's what we get to do today. And is anyone else here? Shannon? Let's see, I'm going to find, I can just sit here. Shannon? Yeah, we have to patch that. Maybe we should go get that.
Yes.
Is anyone else here? Did they like the tour?
Val Smith is here. Linda McCoy's put a smiley face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we're... Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. Which one are you listening to, Shannon? Because that's the one that should be muted. Yeah. Do you want to grab Kaya? So I can see. All right. So, oh look, the garbage truck is here. Awesome. Anyway, we're gonna sit here for a minute and then I'm gonna do some readings, go back to my office and do some readings. I'm glad you love the tour. Durga is someone that's in the program. She's on her way over to, she came in early from San Francisco and she helped me do all the painting. Some other people have helped me paint. I'm the worst painter, so I'm very lucky that I've had so much help. And I think the lighting is pretty good out here. So what happens is this TV will be, everybody will be able to see each other. So I'll have all the students in the room and then the Zoom will be here. So there will be like, I don't know, I think there's about 23, 24 people on Zoom, about 6 teachers. So there's always going to be small breakout groups, online and in person. And then in here, there will be social distanced, even though we will all have been tested. So it's going to be pretty fun. 9 days. And we have someone who's here early. she was so excited that she came early. So here's Kaya.
Hi.
And she's in from...
I'm from Key West.
Key West.
Yeah, we came from Key West.
Yeah, so she's going to do the 9-day intensive. And are you excited?
I'm so excited. Yeah, I cannot wait. I've always wanted to work with animals, so I'm really excited to get to know that all more. So this is great. Timing worked out perfectly, so yeah.
So she's she's reading my book now, and she's originally said she wanted to do horse massage, and she may do it, but eventually you end up doing animal communication anyway, so it's perfect. And and you're going to do the animal communication, the death, dying, and beyond, and the energy healing for animals.
Yeah, I'm so excited about it.
Yeah.
Like, everything is perfect.
Yeah.
I've started studying a little bit the energy too, so that's gonna be nice to just practice more and get to know everything better.
Yeah. And she's in love with my horse Drakkar, so yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna head back in and do readings as promised. Thank you, Kaya. And maybe and down here are there any horses? No. Oh yeah, there's some horses and some garbage. There we go. Horses, stuff either has to come in or go away permanently. So that's what we've been working on. It's been pretty crazy fun. And again, I've had a lot of help from the students. I couldn't have done this without everybody because I have zero skills in any of these departments. So even the new sink outside, had nothing to do with it. So anyway, it's been quite a journey the last few weeks to get this all ready for the intensive, and all the animals are excited. And it won't be completely finished by the fall intensive, so if you aren't, signed up for that and you want to do the spring intensive, I'll have all the artwork on the wall. I'll have everything ready to go. So, there it is. Uh-oh. I think my iPad died. And that may have been why. All right, I'll have Shannon come back on in a minute. Val is on, and Val's going to be here. Thank you. Yeah, I'm very, very, very excited about everything. Chris, it's such a difference from the spring and fall intensive, right? And Melly would vouch for that. Let's see. So now my iPad died, so I'm gonna have to sit here and and it's not coming back anytime soon. It's as dead as can be. All right. Well, I'm happy to do some readings. And Jessica is on. Can you believe we got the garage done? And it's going to be really fun, because the other thing about having that be the classroom is in the future we will have body work classes in there, because Jill and Joan and I will have some hands-on classes for dogs, and if a dog has an accident, you just hose it down. It's perfect for body work, it's perfect for energy healing, and we're just, like I said, we're gonna get it up and running. And so for those of you that aren't coming, we'll have to do it. You'll see it in the spring. And my iPad. Shannon, I won't be able to connect with you. My iPad died. Okay. Is anyone... Am I missing? All right. Did anyone want... I know. I'll let you know if it comes back on. Jan. Okay, 2 weeks after her best friend. My kitty Ellie, 9 years old, developed a condition in her ears and nail beds within... Hardens in her ears and nails back in a vet. Check must clean it off once a week or develops. Okay. Okay, so Ellie, the cat Ellie. So, Jan, it does feel like, I mean, on the one hand, it could almost be an allergy, but it does feel a little more like an autoimmune in that, and I can't diagnose, but what I would say about that is the same sort of sense of an autoimmune kind of coming in on itself. That's what I feel like she did after your dog died. So it is almost like an internalized grief, but she wants to be super present for you, and that's the way in which it's coming out. Now, that said, I feel like one of the things is she's very in tune with her surroundings as far as, and I know cats are, but I don't know if you don't let her outside, if there's a way to bring more nature inside. Like, she really feels like she's connected, almost like a little bit of the fairy realm. Like there's a little magical piece of her that if that could come back out a little more, I think it might help her expand this feeling that kind of closed in on itself. So that's my sense of the black stuff. Okay. And I am very excited for you to be here too. Jane, Muscat. $14. So Muscat feels, the first thing is, I'm so funny. I entertain Jane, and we entertain each other. But also, on a very serious note, Muscat said that there are lots of webs you're unweaving. So I don't know if there's old family stuff, something that that you she's unweaving, and I'm watching her free herself. That's what I heard, and I'm the observer yet at the same time the healer. So that, I feel like, I don't know if you're going through something that you felt like you're in a bubble, but you've got a good pal there who's holding space. I hope that helps. And Donna, Kona is aggressive to Buddha. So, I mean, just as a quickie, it feels to me that Kona has a sense of being, that as to look at your household, there are times that Buddha has a little bit of a goody two-shoes thing, and I feel like Kona originally just wanted to play, and it got harder because it was more demanding of like, come on. And I feel like a lot of that energy could be redirected, because it really is just a way in which, I mean, I think there's one or two small things like over food. I don't know if there's stuff that goes on by the food bowl, but there are times that I think that energy could get redirected before it builds. And so that's the sense I have. I feel like there are times when you're not around that they're fine. But I would understand if you keep them separate when you leave. Anyway, I think that it's workable. I would get a more extensive reading, maybe with one of my students, and think about maybe some tapping, EFT tapping, both on Buddha's side to give a little more confidence, and on Kona's side to like redirect it. Yeah, and I'm just reading now they're 4 and they're littermates. It really just feels like, it just kind of explodes. Boy, just read that. It's been ongoing, ended both in surgery. Yeah, I mean, I understand how bad that can get, but I think deep down, I think it's workable. I would just, I think you might need some energy in there. Ray is doing so well. The supplement worked well. Thank you for a healthy horse again. He seems to have lots of pep in his work. I love that. Let's see. So Muscat is so cute. I'm sorry, I'm so quiet. Okay. Yeah, Muscat is super cute. All right. Okay, Susanna. Having nightmares about where her leg's been cut off, horrible things. 10-and-a-half-year-old Americans. What happened? There we go. That fair is okay. The American Stafford. And I think sometimes when we have nightmares like that, it's, maybe it just feels really out of control for you. And if you can just take a breath and try to connect yourself, you can be a stabilizer from afar and also feel that, maybe she's doing better than you think. And I know it's hard when they're that far away to do stuff like that. But my sense is she's good. Okay, I can't seem to read. It says see more, and I can't see more. Oy. Alright, maybe I'll do that. Okay, crazy pup. Curious to see what's going on in her head. Her name is Doja, and she's 1.5 years. Well, Michelle, I feel like Doja is about as funny as can be. I feel like there's a lot. Right now there's puppy, but there's going to be a lot to learn. I feel like beneath all the wackiness is some wisdom. That said, she's pretty feisty. I mean, she's big and loud and proud. My sense if she were human, she would almost have if she walked in the room, you'd hear bracelets or, you know what I mean? Like there's always like a, hello, I'm here. And I think that she gets a lot of attention for that, and that just builds it even more. So some of the things that I think she does like, aside from all the attention, is some very quiet time that you tend to have. And so I think that's good for her, almost unsettling her nervous system at times. And she loves to get you going. So I think she completely has your number, both good and bad. So that's what I get from her. And let's see. Diane. My stray, Mr. Gray, has been here 7 at the hurt hind leg. Wait, I don't think I meant to. He limps terribly. I can't pet him, but I can get close to him. Well, my sense about Mr. Gray is it feels like he got, he was running across the sidewalk or something, and feels like he was hit by a bike, because it feels like it was a thin wheel, and it just kind of barely caught him, but it feels like it didn't run over his leg, but it almost flattened where the hips, so my sense is there's a lot of soft tissue stuff in there. You know, you can always give him energy by sitting far away. I mean, if you can't touch him since he is a stray, taking that time to hold the energy around him and imagine just giving him circulation so that the energy to increase the circulation so that everything attaches back to where it's supposed to. And also, again, Diane, you could get help from one of the students who needs scalar wave. Let's see. Lorraine, what is Ernie like? How old? Michelle, oh, that's her. Okay. I have no idea what time it is. It's about your sister's dog, Ernie. Mm-hmm. 2.5 Labradoodle. Oh boy. How cute. Hold on. And what's your sister's name, Lorraine? Lorraine, what is your sister's name? Suzanne. Okay. And is there anyone else in the household? Ernie feels like he is such a good guy. He is so cute and he knows it. There's a part of him that's very confident in that, like, he's like, hello. And I think there's some things that he's still working on. And part of it is it feels like he's been a bit of a learning curve for Suzanne and her husband, but it also feels like he has been a loving curve for Suzanne and her husband. He thinks he's the mayor, so he just is a huge, huge, huge love, and what a lucky guy, because it feels like he scored in that household. So that's what I get. I'm seeing something about Panther. So I hope that helps. But he loves, I think he just loves the whole journey, even if you're working through things with him. Let's see, Karen says, I am just here to observe and learn. I'm finally starting to forgive myself for not being able to save my kitty last year from hypothyroidism. So I've been a bit selfish and need to begin connecting with the beautiful ones again. You know what? It's good to take your time. We'll be talking about that a lot in the next week in the Animals in Transition, Death, Dying, and Beyond class. I mean, we have to take that time for ourselves, right, to heal. So, let's see. My cat, Panther, was a street cat in D.C. Sometimes he smacks me. Would like to know why in his past. Panther is now 8. Thank you, Lorraine. I'm glad that that was fun. Ernie is just, I mean, he cracks me up. He could just, I think I could just stare into his face and it would just, yeah. He's probably got a little healer in him, but right now he's just being fun. Okay, so Panther, the cat who's 8. Okay, my sense with Panther is that, hi Jill, I was just thinking, Jill, that I'm going to definitely miss you. You've been here staying with me the last 2 intensives, so anyway, I was thinking about you this morning. So anyway, my sense with Panther the cat is that he hasn't always trusted people. Like, there's an interim that didn't go so well. So it feels like he started out a very loved cat. And that's why he's able to connect and love you. And what happened with Panther is it feels like his people were moving. And he was in a car. and it ended up being, I think he was so freaked, and the energy was so crazy. So he's very sensitive to energy around him. So when these people were so freaked about moving for whatever reason, they just had a lot of stress. A car door opened and he shot out. And he was never, I think he was separated from his people. And then I think that part of his distrust of people is that I couldn't believe nobody took me to my people. Like, there was a part of him that was like, I think he may have even made it all the way back to his old neighborhood. Just, he had a period on the street. So, also, I think because he's so overly sensitive, I mean, he can come off like, Mr. I'm confident, but he's hypersensitive to the world around him. So my sense is when he smacks you, he's been overstimulated. And also I feel like from the shoulders up, I don't know if when he was found in the storm drain, if, he'd been hurt or, got stuck or something, but there's also something going on from the shoulders up to his head. And again, if I'd had more time or a true reading, we'd go into it. But I feel like there's a lot you could do, but you have to be careful that you don't overstimulate and get hit again. So it's almost like it winds in his stomach right before he smacks. And so I feel like if you got really quiet, you would know right before, because it feels like it's almost on cue. And yet it seems random. So I think that just being aware of, as much as he seems like, yeah, I'm Panther, I can do this, there's a very, very, very overstimulated, speaking of overstimulation, there's Queen Latifah flying up and Penelope thinking that she deserves to chase her up. Penelope is on high cat alert. This is the drama I live with all day long. Oh yeah, Queen Latifah being super cute. Hi, Queen Latifah. Hi. Did you want to say hi to everybody? And Penelope thinking that she should, anyway. So that's the sense I get with Panther. And I want to say something back here to Diane. I don't think it was on purpose. My sense with the wheel was that they tried to avoid, and it was so fast. All right, well, I'm going to, Linda McCoy. Mm-hmm. So my new trick is to pin comments. 10-year-old Dane, she's been panting. So, Linda, real quick, we can do more when you get here and we're in class. Queen Latifah's still in the shot there. But my sense is There's a couple little things going on. I mean, we're going to do a ton of medical intuition when you're here on the Saturday morning and Sunday. So one of the things that I feel like is there's a little bit of stuff going on in the neck. There might even be a little something here. And I feel like I went through the organs quickly. We'll do more. I feel like things are good, really good, although I wonder if there's been medication of recent, that the liver's a little like not so much, so maybe a cleanse, but we'll go into it in more detail. But my sense is that there's something that twisted mid-back that also tweaked the hips a bit. So it's not like a breakdown or arthritis, it's more an accident or something. And so mid-back, there's a spot that has, I feel like the muscles kind of slowly developed in a certain way, and there's almost like this sense of you want to open up that rib cage. So I think she puts herself in certain positions, and it exacerbates the old injury and the pattern that injury created. So that's the Reader's Digest version. We'll go into a little more detail. Hope that helps. So I'm going to pin this, see what she's singing. He does turn away from me when playing due to overstimulation. Yeah, I think it's like clockwork. Oops, there we go. There's Queen Latifah. Being cute. And we'll just end on that cute note. Can we do a close-up of the cute? There she is. Anyway, doing little blinky eyes, saying goodbye. So thank you. We're going to do, next week we'll be in the fall intensive. And if you came late, you can watch the beginning and see the tour. And I want to thank everybody for coming. And we'll do, I know that I said that we're going to do kind of a little focus this fall on global healing for animals. And I'm lining up some great guests, and just a little on my hands trying to make a classroom and get the fall intensive up. But we'll have some fun. I'll be here next week in the classroom just for a brief say hi to everybody. And Ayat will be there if she wants to, and a couple other people that are going to be here live. So anyway, thank you for being here. If you are interested we don't have any room in person, but you could always, we could probably squeeze one more person in online. We have enough teachers to support. It's all about having enough teachers to still have small breakout groups, and then I float through. And yeah, so we could probably do one or two more people for the fall intensive. We certainly have room in the Animal Communication Level 1, and that's an amazing group coming together already. So, and I know Jan just did that class, so if you want to type in and say how fun it is and let people know. Anyway, it's a very great opportunity, the Animal Communication Level 1, to just kind of, and Jane just did it, to layer into building that confidence, that telepathic muscle. And then, energy healing for animals is a completely different class, and that starts November 4th. And that's a really great opportunity to learn my two favorite modalities, EFT tapping and scalar wave. And you learn a bit about chakras and energy, and yeah, so Lots of fun ahead. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you soon.